What is up, guys? It's your boy Luis Torres, and in case you've been hiding for the last 2 days, then you probably know about that YouTuber that went ahead and basically said, "What's up, guys? Guess what? I know the secret to Tony Iommi's tone during Black Sabbath's first album." Only to have Tony Iommi call him out and say, "What's up, son? You have no idea what you're talking about." It's funny because literally every metal magazine, every metal website, caught on to it. And in the end, is there ever such thing as bad publicity? It's always good publicity. The guy has 30,000 subscribers. I'll put a link below. The funny thing, and this is what I thought, other than the fact that you literally have this icon who's calling you out, basically calling you a ding-dong, right? But then this dude goes out of his way to create a video where he talks about being called out by, of all people, Tony Iommi. And then he subsequently, in the next scene, it's him playing a Black Sabbath song. Why would you do that? So I guess what ended up happening, and the YouTube channel is called Circle of Tone. I feel like this guy should have said, "Hey, listen, this is just my opinion on how I think Tony ended up getting his tone." But instead, he's just like, "Yo, this is the deal, guys." And he went ahead and proceeded to share all these details on how Tony ended up creating his rhythm using the neck pickup, and how he played the guitar backwards. And, it's just like, and Tony was just like, "Yo, where do you guys come up with this stuff? Like, no, it's all wrong." Would you ever think that someone like him would just reach out and kind of put you on blast? The funny part is he has 30,000 subscribers. I kind of feel like after this is said and done, he's going to end up with like 300,000 subscribers, just because people are just going to listen to his, they're just going to watch other channels and subscribe to him. And that's how you run into some channels sometimes, and that's kind of awesome, But the funny thing, and this is just the irony, is, or maybe it's just his chutzpah, instead of being like, "Ah, dude, please, no, why is this happening to me?" He's just like, "Yo, what's up, kid? You know what? Don't even care. I'm going to go ahead and play a Black Sabbath song." And he sings on it too, which is hilarious. Listen, everyone has opinions. I think to avoid issues like that, you kind of, listen, unless your boy was there with Tony Iommi as he was running through his tracks, you have to just assume that you don't really have the accurate detail. And that's just for any artist, you know what I mean? I just think it's funny that Tony Iommi was just like, "Dude, you got it all wrong. All of it is wrong." So is there a lesson to be learned? Probably. And that is, if you have an opinion, just say, "Yo, this is my opinion. I could be wrong." But listening to a Black Sabbath album, using the gear that I have, this is how I'm able to reproduce that tone, and I'm at least in the ballpark. But instead, dude, Tony Iommi just went ahead and just put him on blast, which is funny. I'll put a link below to Circle of Tone. It's some British guy. I just think it's hilarious. So, maybe just don't, listen. And it's funny because he kind of even says, he responds back to Tony, and he's just like, "Hey, we live in a time where there's a lot of incorrect detail and information that's floating around." And to me, I'm just like, yeah, you are part of that. you're a part of that issue of people just randomly just coming up and making things up and going along with it. So yes, there's a lesson to it, or to this whole ordeal. And, you know, part of it is, if you're gonna stick your neck out, make sure you're quick enough to pull your head back when you realize that you were dead off wrong. Anyway, so guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I'll put a link below to Circle of Tone, just so you can watch the video where he kind of goes into it and he's just like, check this out now. And then he plays a Black Sabbath song. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Don't do that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. And as usual, I will talk to you soon. And yo, shout out to Jon Hollis, who went ahead. I posted this video that I did earlier, and he commented, he's like, yo, is it just me, or am I not able to hear him? And it popped up on my screen, and I was like, what's this guy talking about? And I look, and it's literally me going, it's just a miming. So John, thank you so much. If it weren't for your comment, I know what, dude. I at some point someone would have called him and like, hey, dummy, there's no audio. So this is the retake to that video. Again, Jon Hollis, you're the man. Thank you so much. And again, guys, I will talk to you guys soon.